Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
What's so bad about finishing single and with no kids? Because with those around me, I see that women do get married. Um, Half of my family side is Hispanic, so we tend to live for the man. However, once they start approaching 50, they end up getting divorced and they have several kids, and their
So
kids end up
what's the
moving away.
disagreement? What's the disagreement?
So my disagreement is what's the issue with finishing, ending up old and single and
Oh,
without
okay.
kids?
Old single without kids?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see. Um, well, who's gonna come take care of you when you're sick? I mean, first off, are you what do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm a teacher.
All right. So at the local level, high school level, college level.
High school.
So you're not rich. You're middle class. Um,
Yeah.
you're middle class. It's no offense, man. You're a normal, average, everyday person.
But
Um, This country is not set up for single, unmarried women with no children for end of life care. No society is set up for that. And women are an exceptional burden on the taxpayers. Who is going to come take care? You have medical issues. Something happens. Who is going to take care of you? Who's going to come take care of you? Who's going to come provide for you? You get injured or hurt. You break an ankle. Who's going to come do something for you? Because you got to pay for that. And you're not
but
rich.
who's to say if I do
Ma'am,
have
I asked,
kids that my
but I,
kids
but no. But see, I asked you who's going to take care of it, and now you want to go back and play devil's advocate. Answer my question first.
But you know what? Just to even give her some insight on her perspective, I mean, again, if you're a half decent parent, why wouldn't your children want to at least take care of you when you get older? And it's because she knows internally, if she were to get to that stage, she's not fit or ready to be a parent. But this question is even just crazy in itself. She's really wondering why. Is it a problem to be old, single, and by yourself and alone? Insane.
my sister.
Your sister. So, how old is your sister has no children,
No.
and she wants to be your partner through the rest of life.
We talked about it, yes.
Okay, my aunts were the same way, but the thing is, I saw this. I'm gonna tell you how it ends. It doesn't end well typically. Two upset, two people who grow old together, who are siblings, tend to have lots of regret. So to ask what's wrong with it, it's a choice, but I'm just saying, make sure you're happy with the choice. Because the holidays, Christmas is here in a few days. You have no one to celebrate it with, except who?
My siblings and my mother.
Right.
But
And your mother passes, your siblings, your sister. Do any of your siblings have children? I mean, families?
no.
Okay. Well, if that's what makes you happy, ma'am.
But
But here's the ultimate thing also. Men, society is all right with men living in their 40s, 50s, 60s, falling and breaking the hip. There's not a lot of resources for us. It's dangerous. It's more dangerous for women to be. It's for women are far more vulnerable. How about that? You're far more vulnerable to society. Um, and if your sister decided to change her mind and decide to go marry, partner with somebody, what else? What are your options at that point? And you're
they're
like
getting
60,
divorced.
huh?
Yeah, she got divorced. She's younger than me, and she got divorced within 3 years.
Okay.
So there's that. But you don't think that sometimes being alone is better than being bickering. I have a neighbor, she bickers all the time with her
See,
husband.
but that's a false choice. I'm not going to accept that. You asked me if being alone is better than living like this. Then I can only answer one way. How about being like my mother, who actually has somebody there? So where she's sick or ill, go to the doctor. My mother's living better than she ever has, and she got married after 50. See, I don't accept the false choices. It's like, well, I would rather be single than that. Is that the only way it can go? How about this? What's the longest? Have you ever had a healthy relationship with a man?
I had a 6-year relationship, but it was unrequited.
I said healthy,
No,
and that's so. What's the problem with having a healthy relationship with a man?
I guess I was turned off from that relationship, and therefore I
Okay,
just
so
don't
we're
want
okay. That
anything with anybody.
one relationship is the sum total of every other relationship. Does that make? And how old are you?
26.
Okay, 26 years old. You had a 6-year relationship that was unrequited. Were you in the
Yeah.
same? Were you in the same state, same city?
Yes.
So
He
you're
was
going.
my boss.
So at 26 years old, you're going to give up on the rest of life because one relationship didn't work out. Ben Franklin. Some men die at 25 and are buried until 75. Life is a long time to be given up on so soon, young lady.
No. Checkmate. Surgical. Because this is 1,000% true. This is 1,000% true. They die at 25, but they live until they're 75. Everything inside of them, the excitement, the willing to go out, do more, have a family, live, flourish, all dies at a very young age. And then they're just these soulless people that stay on earth until they're 75 and they pass away. And this is exactly what this woman sounds like. She sounds like she's completely given up on everything dealing with life.
This is why I say therapy is needed. What you're saying makes no sense. You're already preparing to die before you've even started to live. 26. And you're already planning to die.
But I'm just so free alone.
Yeah, you're free. Yeah, you can be free, man. But see, at 26, this is why insurance rates are so low when you're 26 because you really don't see end of life coming. But when you're double your age and you feel those years and you're not so and you're do what you want, man. Just understand there's a cost to everything. But it sounds as though fear is driving you more than anything else, not optimism. You're a teacher and you had a bad relationship. So, due respect, let's not make this, women's liberation and you're the wind beneath your wings and you're out here soaring like an eagle. I don't accept from what you just told me, that's not what's going on. But I get it. It's just not healthy. That's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I would suggest therapy and trying to live a full life because life is about people. And you and your sister, you muted yourself. Life is about people. We need people. And women, you're the more social of us. We need people around us. And at 26, it's just not even normal to start shutting down at this young of an age. So I would say go talk to somebody and see if you can. And if this is ultimately your choice, then live it. But just make it a choice, not just, you know, something that you just ended up backing yourself into because you were too afraid or too scared or too fearful of being hurt, rejected, or to take a risk for anything else. That's the regret a lot of older people tend to have at the end of life. When people are in their 80s, 90s, or 70s, 80s, and 90s, you don't tend to hear them. Go sit with older, elderly people at an old folks' home. And what
Oh,
you're not going to hear them
I
talk
do.
about is they're not going to talk about money so much.
Oh,
They're going to
I
often
do.
talk about regret.
I do. And that's what I guess that's where it's coming from, because I see them, they made the investment when they were young. And at the end, it didn't pan out. They ended
Ma'am,
up
you're
alone
26 years
anyways.
old. Okay. And if you're telling me what you've seen, well, I'm telling you, expand your. Okay. You sound like you've lived a very small life. And you can have confirmation bias about the examples you've seen, but you're 26. Due respect, you haven't lived enough. I'm 51. I'm twice your age, and I'm telling you,
I guess it
therapy would
turned
be the.
me off enough that I became
Okay.
asexual.
Okay. Well, I've given you the best I can give you.
Okay.
Thank you. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your life. You can choose to live it however you want to, but it's not live. It doesn't really sound like living. Who has a disc? Hey, Marie. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hello.
All right, guys, that's going to be the ending of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you guys want to support me any extra, the link to that will be in the description down below. Turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Okay, what do you got for me?
So my question for you was, you asked the question about, do women want to be a sugar baby or a wife?
Yes.
And my thing was, is there anything that would stand in the way of a woman being both?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. First thing, you got to be fine enough.
Well, okay, say that you do have the looks and you have the conversation.
Okay. Are we talking
And
about
you're,
you or we talking about in general?
so for me, when I met my husband, I was a sugar baby when I met him,
Okay.
and I didn't approach him as a sugar baby, but I used the same techniques to make him fall in love with me. So that's why I was saying a woman can be both, in my opinion.
Well, no, right? Basically, what she said was she's kind of manipulated this man into using certain tactics, right? That she's learned from her time being a sugar baby. Now, my question is, I wonder if she was open and honest with this man before he got with her. Because I guarantee maybe knowing that changes the dynamics between them, right? It's not hard to imagine. But yeah, this woman is even openly admitting to manipulating this man. But again, this will be glossed over and looked at as nothing. And then men will be blamed for this. But the point of this is just to take notes and understand the nature.
I never said they couldn't be. I said that some women don't want to be a wife. They just want a man's money. And if you just want a man's money, be a sugar baby. Don't try to hustle and finesse him.
Like she did.
That's what I said.
But
That's
sometimes
Hold on.
relationships can.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, you weren't finished.
Well, I was going to say number 2, and in order to be a sugar baby, you need to look good. I mean, if you used to sugar, I'm quite sure you've seen some women saying they want to be sugar babies who look like they were sweet and low or NutraSweet.
Splenda.
Actually, in my experience, it seemed to me that the women who had the more unattractive features, but perhaps a banging body, but very good conversation got the most.
Okay. Okay. What else were you gonna say?
So one more thing, I actually currently started watching you, and another question that I had was, since it's okay for Black men to compare Black women to other races of women, do you think that it's fair for Black women to judge where Black men are status wise compared to other men?
What did your husband have to say about it?
My husband's not Black.
Regardless, what does he have to say about it?
As far as what? The question I just asked you?
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a conversation that we have.
Why not?
We spend our time on more important subjects.
Well, I guess, but you're a married woman and you've been watching me, so it's important enough to take away from your more important time. So I would assume you could talk about that with him and ask him.
Well, I actually stumbled across your videos when I was looking for men's like
Let me go ahead and cut to the chase, ma'am. The question you asked me basically is, Black men judge women. Is it okay for Black women to judge Black men? Your sugar baby, which I have no problem with, and your sugar baby married to a white man?
He's Italian. He
white.
wouldn't say that he's white.
He's white. We know that means white. Rocky was white. So what you're asking, is it okay for a Black woman who's married to I don't care who you judge, but my question is, why do you care about any of this?
And that is the point, right? That is the main question. What's funny is this woman is trying to come in and it's like, yeah, you know what? Well, you know, is it okay if I go ahead and put these Black men up against my Italian husband, my white husband? And look, here's the thing. Women will sit there and try to make that little race rift when men really don't care about that. We really don't. Seriously, you want to date outside your race? Go ahead. No one cares. Even white men, when the white men that do date Black women and stuff like that, they don't care about talking about the Black man to bring him down. They don't care. They really don't, because they know internally if they were to go ahead and make a family with this woman, their kids will even come out looking somewhat like that. So they really don't care. And of course, I'm not saying this is for all of them, right? Other races of men, we really don't care. We really don't. The ones that are productive, successful, thriving in life are how we keep measurements over here. We don't care about the race thing.
You're married.
Well, the thing is, I just feel like I read a lot of your chat room and
How long have you been married?
comment section.
Okay, do you have any kids?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I gotta ask, ma'am. You're a married woman with children. Why are you in these spaces?
I actually found your channel when I was looking for ways to encourage my husband, like to find a new cologne and suits and things like that.
Which is good.
And then
those videos are perfect, but these, is it like guilty pleasure? You're just kind of peeking in and say, what's going on over there?
Yeah, I was being nosy.
Okay. Well, if you watch my video, you would know the question you asked me was disingenuous. Do I deal with Black men who are lesser earning? What kind of men do I deal with here?
Well, no, I'm not saying that
I'm
you
just
deal
asking,
with
if you watch
black
my
men who are.
if you watch my content, what caliber of men do I address here?
You address high earning men,
Right. So why
but
would I?
also,
As such, why would I have to make an argument regarding lower value or lower earning men if that's my target market? See, the way the question came across, ma'am, is if black men are going to have something to say about black women, it's always, well, black women should have something to say about black men. And I got to be honest, as a black woman who married out, it's kind of hard to hear that, especially when you're married with kids. It's like you got no dog in this fight. It's almost like women in your position just want to throw shit at black men. And I'm cool, but just say, I just want to throw shit at niggas.
no, I wouldn't say that I would want to throw anything at anyone. I was just stating that um, when you do talk to black men, they're quick to have excuses for the things that they lack in.
What black men are you talking to?
I mean, even before I was married to my husband, and
And you've been
I
married
would
how
be
long?
dating
You've been married how long?
I've been married for 7 years.
All right, man. I gotta ask. You've been married for 7 years. What does conversations with black men making excuses 7, 8 years ago have to do with you right now? I'm curious.
Well, I was curious to the way that your whole thing is like set up to kind of um, make five and sixes and sevens feel like they don't have a chance with high value
No, ma'am. If
men.
you're gonna quote me, no, ma'am. If you're gonna quote me right. I've already addressed this multiple times. I have 3 videos on it. See, what I'm getting from you is if you're a married woman of 7 years and you have children, why do you care about what's going on in the current mating and dating market? You have no dog in this fight. You have no children that are going to be. What do you care?
Well, I care about black women, and I'm very involved in
Okay.
my. I'm
So
very
how many?
involved in the.
So how are you helping black women get married?
Yes, I do.
How?
By getting therapy,
Mm.
by suggesting
How many have you
different
got? How many have you
ways that
assisted?
they
How many
act
did
in
you assist to
certain.
get married last year?
Actually, 2.
Good. I had 7, and I don't do that. And I preach all the stuff. If you watch my channel, you should really have nothing else to say other than I'm seeing a black man over here who shows his work and walks it like he talks it and has receipts to back it up. Instead of questioning what I say about the women I talk about when I say a 4, 5, or 6 is an average looking woman, and average looking women don't get above average earning men after they have that money. You want an above average earning man, you better get him young. See, I'm going to
But
just be
if you
honest with you.
come
I'm going
to
to
the
be honest with you, ma'am.
suburbs,
No, ma'am. A lot of, and I don't do the racial thing, man, but
mm,
it is hard to hear black women who marry out, who have their nose in black people's business. It's really hard to hear that, especially when you want to
I'm still
hold
black
on.
though.
When I say, you so glad I said what? So
No,
glad
I said that I'm still black. You
you're
said
still
that you don't know
black.
why I
You're
get
still
my
black,
nose
and here's the
in black
thing: you're still
people's
black, and
business.
and
So,
here's the thing: you can still be black. I didn't take your blackness away. You're married. That's what I've been focusing on more than anything else. The things you've been talking about, picking out of my conversation, my video, you've not been correct about. You've been off base. But everything you've said has come from a preconceived or confirmation bias standpoint. You're having a conversation about a group of men that I don't address, issues that I don't cover. Over here, I tell men to pay 100% of everything, and you better be the top and the best at what you do. I'm dealing with the top 10% trying to become top 5% of men. But sadly, instead of championing and saying, good, I'm glad to see black men doing that, they're competing out here and looks like this brother's doing something successful, or else he wouldn't have 1,500, 2,000 people in his channel. Why are black women coming to listen and ask me questions? Apparently, women see some value, even if you may have a problem with it. And I will tell you this, my platform, my program, my platform, my program, and what I'm doing is working just fine to help black women and other women get what they want. If you got something for them, great. But don't pick at my stuff because I'm not doing anything other. I can back up what I say. If you got issues other places with other black men, knock it out. But that ain't here.
Well, okay, I guess if that's the way that you're going to go with this.
No, what other way should I go with it, ma'am? What other way should I go with it? You've said nothing positive. You've said nothing admirable. It's been, well, the way you talk and the way you say this and the way you said that, and you've been wrong. And then you talk about the way black men are, and I say, I don't deal with those black men. And you have not yet said, you know what? I didn't know that. Maybe I should go back and do my research. You have not once said, maybe I'm off base.
And what exactly do you think that I'm off base about?
What? You see, and this right here is why we need active listening skills. And when I say we, I'm just saying we as people, right? This man just sat there and broke down and laid out exactly the reason why she's off base and off kilter with this. And the next word out that woman's mouth, or the next few words out that woman's mouth, was exactly what am I off base with? Ma'am, everything he just mentioned. But she came in here trying to play this little card, right? And this right here is a woman that would try to make two men from each end of the side of a race fight each other. Or she's going to sit there, go get another man of a different race and then try to flaunt him in front of other men, like other men really care about that. Don't fall for it, fellas. Don't fall for it.
The fact that you're a married woman with children and you shouldn't even be in this space. You should be off with your husband and children living your life. This has nothing to do with you.
I mean, well, it's the internet.
I asked you if it's that important, ma'am. If it's that important, I would think if it's that important, the time you spent watching this show and even calling me, you should be doing it with your leader. And if you happen to run it across your husband, it ain't that important.
And
yes.
Why would
you run it across him? Because he's your husband. Apparently his word should matter more than some strange guy you don't know. See, you're a busybody.
Well, I guess that's the difference between a high value Caucasian man and a high value black man, because I don't have to run every little conversation I have.
Well, then congratulations, you are winning. You have Waldo. Congratulations, ma'am. You've won with your high value white man. Live your best life, sis. Go be the example.
You're being very defensive, and I'm not.
No, I'm not being defensive. I'm just tired of your shit. You got nothing. And you came over here with you came over here with pretense. Take your ass back to Swirl Nation, where your arguments about black men being dusty and underperforming will do, because I don't give a shit what your white man is producing for you. He can't hold a candle to me. And if he can, good for him. I still got my shit together, and so do a lot of my guys over here. See, that's what these swirl chicks like her don't get. I don't give a shit about I'm not intimidated by your white man. I beat white men my entire career. You're a nosy busybody. You're a married woman. I need you guys to ask yourself a question. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling in. And I hope your husband hears this conversation because his wife is representing him exceptionally well. But I'll let you go ahead and have a last word. Oh, she dropped off. I mean, do you not get the nerve of this? You see, there are some black women that are so stuck on black men being less than. They cannot accept that black men can be capable, competent, and the things they say they are. They're going to find a way to make you not be what it is. And she showed it. I pushed her, and she finally gave it up. Well, I guess that's the difference between a black man and a white man. That's what you wanted to say. Apparently, you ain't too goddamn happy with your white man because you over here watching the black man the entire time. We get it. We get it. We know what's going on, sis. If Rocky was taking care of business, you wouldn't be sneaking over watching your Godfather. Ooh, hurts, don't it? I swear to goodness. Pretty Brown, did you see that?
Man, this is going to be the ending of the video. Before you guys go, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. This was interesting. She comes in here and she's trying to go ahead and make it a race thing. But again, man, you can't fall for this. You have to see moves like this coming way ahead of time. And I guarantee you, her husband probably doesn't even feel like this. Doesn't even think the way she thinks. And of course, when she comes in, is I feel like. But go ahead and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I'm going to speak and see you guys later. Peace.